Apple's latest event has the internet completely divided, and honestly, I get why. While everyone's losing their minds over AirPods that translate conversations in real time, the iPhone 17 has people reaching for pitchforks. That controversial orange color, the underwhelming AI features, the design that somehow feels like a step backward. Meanwhile, Apple also teased the impossibly thin iPhone Air that has people questioning the laws of physics. This event was a tale of two extremes: revolutionary innovation and disappointing missteps. Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. If this breakdown gets you hyped about Apple's tech, hit that hype button below. Apple's Fall 2025 event delivered the most polarizing product lineup in years, and I'm here to give you the unfiltered truth about what's worth your money and what isn't. From AirPods that break language barriers to an iPhone that's getting roasted online, plus a glimpse at future tech that might redeem Apple's reputation. Let's start with the iPhone 17. What went wrong? The design controversy. Let's address the elephant in the room. The iPhone 17's design has people up in arms, and honestly, I understand why. That new orange color option Apple is pushing? Social media is calling it everything from construction cone chic to the color of regret, and the memes are absolutely brutal. But the color isn't even the biggest issue. The design language feels like Apple took a step backward. After years of sleek, minimal aesthetics, the iPhone 17 feels chunky and dated. The camera bump is massive. The bezels look thicker than they actually are. And somehow Apple made premium materials feel cheap. For a company that usually nails industrial design, this feels like a rare and expensive miss. The new AI that isn't really new. Then there's the AI situation, and this is where things get really disappointing. Apple spent half their keynote talking about revolutionary,
innovative, innovation, advancement, innovation,
AI features that already exist on Android phones from 2 years ago. Live text translation. Google had it in 2023. Smart photo organization. Samsung's been doing it better for years. The most frustrating part is that Apple Intelligence still feels half-baked. The voice assistant improvements are marginal. The writing tools are basic compared to what you can get with ChatGPT. And the much-hyped personal AI mostly just suggests apps you already use. For a company that's supposed to be leading innovation, this feels like expensive catch-up. Price versus value reality check. And let's talk about price. Starting at $1,299 for the base model, Apple is asking flagship money for what feels like incremental improvements. When you can get excellent Android phones with similar features for $600 to $800, or even grab a refurbished iPhone 15 that does 95% of the same things for half the price, it's hard to justify this purchase. The iPhone 17 feels like Apple banking on brand loyalty rather than delivering genuine innovation. That's a dangerous game when consumers are already feeling squeezed and looking for real value. AirPods Pro 3. The one thing Apple absolutely nailed. Why everyone's obsessed with these AirPods now, here's where Apple absolutely knocked it out of the park. The AirPods Pro 3. While the iPhone 17 has people reaching for pitchforks, these earbuds have everyone saying, "Shut up and take my money," and I totally get why. The live translation feature isn't just impressive, it's genuinely life-changing. Picture this: you're traveling in Tokyo, walk into a restaurant, and have a full conversation with the waiter in Japanese while hearing everything in perfect English. No language barrier, no awkward pointing at menus, just natural conversation. This is the kind of sci-fi feature that actually makes sense in real life. How it actually works, and why it's better than Google's. Here's what makes Apple's approach brilliant. Everything happens locally on your devices. Google Translate requires an internet connection and sends your conversations to their servers. Apple's system processes everything on your iPhone and AirPods, meaning you can translate conversations on a plane in rural areas or anywhere you don't have reliable internet. The quality is noticeably better too. Instead of robotic, choppy translations, Apple's system maintains natural speech patterns and even preserves emotional tone. When someone's excited or concerned, you hear that in the translation. Fitness tracking that actually works. But translation isn't the only breakthrough. AirPods Pro 3 now includes heart rate sensors and can track your workouts using tiny PPG sensors in each earbud plus motion sensors. They can measure calories burned, monitor heart rate zones, and integrate with Apple's new Workout Buddy coaching feature. Early beta testers report that having an AI coach that knows their personal fitness history and speaks encouragingly in their ear genuinely motivates them to work out more consistently. It's like having a personal trainer who's always available and knows exactly where you are in your fitness journey. Real-world impact. At $299, these aren't cheap, but they're solving real problems in ways that no other earbuds can match. The translation feature alone justifies the price for anyone who travels internationally, has multilingual family members, or works in diverse environments. Plus, the health tracking integration actually works well, unlike a lot of Apple's half-baked health features. This feels like one of those rare Apple products that will genuinely change how people interact with technology, rather than just being a slightly better version of last year's model. iPhone Air teaser. A glimpse of Apple's future. Now, Apple also gave us a glimpse of something truly impressive, the iPhone Air concept. At just 5.6 millimeters thick, this thing is so thin, Tim Cook literally balanced it on his fingertip during the demo. We're talking about spacecraft-grade titanium, next-generation glass, and somehow they've maintained full functionality while making it feel like you're holding a concept from the future. This isn't shipping until late 2026, but it shows Apple still has some engineering magic left. The 6.1-inch OLED display hits 3,000 nits of brightness, and they've solved the battery problem with a magnetic battery slice accessory that snaps on invisibly when you need extra power. Why this matters? The iPhone Air represents what Apple does best, taking existing technology and reimagining it in ways that feel impossible. While the iPhone 17 feels like a company going through the motions, the iPhone Air concept shows Apple's engineers are still capable of breakthrough innovation when they're properly focused. It's a reminder that Apple's design team can still create products that make you question what's possible. They just need to apply that same energy to their current products instead of rushing them to market. The bottom line, what should you actually buy? Let's be real about the iPhone 17. Unless you absolutely need a new phone right now, wait for the next generation or grab an iPhone 15 Pro while they're still available. You'll get 90% of the experience for significantly less cash, and you won't have to deal with that orange color controversy. Apple clearly rushed this release, and it shows in every aspect from design to features. Save your money for products that actually innovate. But absolutely get those AirPods. The AirPods Pro 3, though, these are worth every penny. The translation feature alone justifies the upgrade for most people, and the health tracking integration actually adds real value to your daily life. This feels like one of those generational leaps that makes older AirPods feel obsolete overnight. Apple's mixed bag reality. This event perfectly captures Apple's current state. They can still innovate brilliantly when they focus, AirPods Pro 3, iPhone, Air concept. But they're also capable of disappointing missteps when they seem to be going through the motions, iPhone 17. The company that used to hit home runs consistently is now batting around 500. The takeaway, don't buy everything just because it has an Apple logo. Be selective, do your research, and vote with your wallet for the products that actually deserve your money. Conclusion. Apple's 2025 event was a tale of extreme highs and disappointing lows. The AirPods Pro 3 represents Apple at its innovative best, solving real problems with elegant technology that actually works. The iPhone 17 represents Apple at its most complacent, incremental updates with questionable design choices that feel tone-deaf to what people actually want. The iPhone Air concept gives us hope for Apple's future, but we need that same innovation energy applied to products shipping today, not just concept demos. What do you think? Are you planning to skip the iPhone 17, or am I being too harsh? And are those AirPods Pro 3 translation features enough to convince you to upgrade? Let me know in the comments, and if you want honest takes on tech without the hype, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.